snitching, of kissing their ass, the shit that people need on this app. The only way you can level up is by thinking like everybody else, kissing the motherfucker's ass, doing all, and motherfucker wasn't doing that shit, and Brian was just not liked because, they want to just do this, do that, do this, do that. He to play with the kids. I would have like Mr. Brian and Miss Patsy. Like when I was in charge of the classroom and I had a sub come in, Miss Patsy, I knew she liked to do art. I would just have her here. You could do art project with the kids because I knew that's what she liked to do. They would have her washing walls. They would have her sweeping. Like, what the fuck y'all having her do the shit y'all too lazy for? What's up, Peachy Peach?
Going on? How you doing?
What's happening, baby? I'm good. How you doing?
Who that is up there in the back?
Huh?
Who that is up there in the back? This is
Where?
confident.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
Confident. How you doing?
Hey, I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm fantastic, honey.
I love it. I love it.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. So, T-Time, I got a
Go
question.
ahead, baby.
What's going on, Bookie? Something about I don't know what transpired between you and Barb. I'm just now getting a little bit of it, but it's not being clear on what transpired. So I'm coming over here to ask you because she said, "Is Proxy here?"
Probably not. You want
She
me to
left.
Yeah, ask her to come up because I just want to hear what happened. Because something about Barb tried to come in between me and your friendship, me and your relationship, and I don't recall that. I just recall y'all having a conversation, on my panel where Barb pretty much told you that she really don't be in your platform that much, and that she would have to come over to your platform and see how you handle things.
Okay. Here she come.
Okay. So can you give me a quick recap? And I apologize for disturbing what you was talking about.
TikTok doing what TikTok do. So there was a live that happened, incident that happened between Barb and Duffy. Barb. Now I wasn't in the live that happened between Barb and Duffy. That live. I go sometimes for my burner account. You know that because that's how I flip pages when I need to.
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening in from my burner page of what was going on, just trying to see what was happening. So in that, $2 had told Barb that Duffy had threatened her. And Barb was like, he threatened me? I know the fuck he didn't threaten me. Nah, that's not cool. What'd he say? And she was like, she didn't really say what he had said at the time. So Barb, she got worked up, whatever. She ended up calling her cousin. In the midst of her getting ready to call her cousin, I'm in the comments from my burner page. I didn't switch pages or nothing. I just was like, let me just do it right here. So I'm like, Barb, wait for the clip just to make sure he threatened you before you involve anybody. So I'm steady putting that in the comments, like, just wait. Don't call nobody yet. Just wait. So she ends up calling her cousin. $2 say he said, you gonna see who I am. She ends up saying, on live, like, basically, I orchestrated an ass whooping, woo woo. So if you know me, anybody know me, those are the type of things I always talk about on my platform. Like if something like that happened, don't call nobody on live, whatever. So I have a lot about it. I recap it, and in the recap, I'm saying like, y'all ladies, we gotta be careful. Don't call nobody on live.
Hold on, T. You like
Yes.
me? They didn't send me over here. I brought myself over here. I said, let me go ask TeaTyme.
Which
They
I
didn't
appreciate
send
you.
me in.
Which I appreciate you
Yeah.
asking and not coming over here cussing and whatever. I appreciate you came over here respectfully. You asked me. You didn't tell me. You didn't say nothing. You came over here. You wanted to hear for yourself, and I appreciate that because that's what people should do. If people have a question, they should come and ask themselves and get clarity themselves. So when we don't do that, we end up in situations like we in right now. You get a bad bone, you get something, or you get something out of context, and then shit gets just thrown and tossed all over the place. So
Like to ask before I assume anything. Just learning from past behaviors that I've assumed a lot that has got me into a lot of bullshit on this app. So hey, stop jumping the gun so fast. Let me ask and then get my own perception of what happened. But go ahead.
absolutely. So in that live, of course I recap Barb, as everyone else did, but as everyone else is recapping, they're not recapping it in the context, and I was recapping it. Mind you, I never heard the threat, and the recap had nothing to do with the actual threat. The recap had something to do with if we are threatened as women and we got men in our life, don't call them online, don't bring them. If you gon' nobody said not to call the man, don't nobody said not to involve with people. Just don't do that shit on the internet. Because if anything was to happen, now you've already admitted you orchestrated some organized crime. So if anything happened, they're not going to take the threat serious anymore because you are now saying I'm going to do something about the threat myself publicly on live. So that was what I was telling people. Anytime these type of things happen on this platform, I'm always the one to speak up about it, whether it's Barb, whether it's confident, whether it's proxy. I'm going to have awareness live about it because we need to understand, like, we can't be doing shit like that. Somebody went and told Barb I was dragging her, whatever. I even said, like, I don't have a problem with Barb. I'm talking to anybody. This is something that's important. We have to be careful. We don't want the people that's protecting us to go to jail or get hurt, whatever. So she felt as if I was fake or phony because I talked about it on live, which we all do. We recap. So she probably be right back. So she felt like I was phony. She felt like I should have called her. I don't have Barb's number anymore. And even if I did have her number, I probably wouldn't have called her either. I still would have had the conversation because I felt like it was a public thing that happened and it's a public conversation to have.
All right, so I understand all of that. Now, when it comes to the whole Duffy situation, I've only heard what happened. I haven't seen the clips itself. But when it comes to the relationship that $2 and Barb have, they real close, and pretty much the way I don't think $2 would lie to her saying that Duffy threatened Barb, but that's a conversation between them. You get what I'm saying? They grown, they handle their situations however they want to handle them. However,
Hold on a second, TikTok times. I never stated there was no threat. I never said that. What I said is I didn't hear the threat. Y'all keep misconstruing that. Y'all keep saying I said I didn't hear a threat. Which means with my own ears, I didn't hear anything. Nothing was played, I didn't hear it, so I couldn't speak on the threat. A threat.
So when it comes to that situation, that's between Barb, Duffy, and $2. But I'm pretty sure $2 wouldn't lie to Barb just to get a reaction out of Barb. However,
it doesn't, to me, Peach, it don't even matter if $2 lied or didn't lie. And my even me is people that care about me. Even if Proxy tell me something, Proxy sending me a clip so I can hear it for myself. Because what you deem as a threat, and I deem as let me make sure I hear it so I can understand the context, so I can get it clear. Let me make sure because she didn't hear it. Even if she didn't lie, what I said still remains.
okay, so is that the reason why you and Barb? Is that what stemmed for you and Barb to have a few words with each other? So what happened with that?
They told Barb that I was dragging her, and I wasn't. My point still remains. With the threat or without the threat, my point still remains. Ladies, if you get a threat by somebody on the internet, first thing you do, verify the information. Stop. Verify the information. Second thing, file a police report so you got a paper trail. Third thing, if you're going to involve anybody, do it off live. That still remains. With a threat or without a threat, those things are very essential, and it's no lie that I told.
So I guess I'm still confused. And, sometimes I have blind moments, even though I'm not blind, to go over my head. I guess I'm confused. Did you and Barb have words or no?
Barb went off on me in live Barb hadn't even talked to me. So I had the live. Somebody shared her the live, told her I was dragging her. She played the clip. Still nowhere in the clip was I dragging her. Even when somebody said she even played the part, people like, you don't like Barb. I said, I have a problem with Barb. I do like Barb. I said, this ain't about Barb. This bigger than Barb.
Okay. So how did the whole statement of Barb trying to come in between me and your relationship?
That's what I'm getting to.
How did that come about?
Barb addressed it last night. Then went in panels today. Proxy came up today. So Barb came up in my live cussing and doing all the shit that she does. Dropped. Proxy came up and that's when it came about.
I need to ask Proxy, why does she feel like that? Because I'm trying to remember. Like I said, the only conversation I remember is what I told you. So that's why I need to ask Proxy, why does she feel like that? Like, why? Why did she feel like Barb tried to come in between me and your relationship? Because I don't remember that. So maybe she could tell me something that'll spark my memory. Because truth be told, a lot of shit happened on TikTok that I pretty much done put in the back of my mind that I don't even think about anymore. So I don't remember it. I don't recall it. But I just want to know where Proxy would get that from.
Here she go. What's up, man? On there.
I wouldn't have
She coming right back.
Why would the blush get all the way in your forehead?
Wipe your butt.
Wipe your butt.
I'm here. I'm waiting till she come back.
Can't stand her.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm upset.
So I speak on it before you hear what Duffy. Why the fuck do I gotta hear what Duffy said to say? Let me say this real quick. I don't gotta hear what nobody fucking said to say what I said. If you threaten ladies, if you are threatened, verify the threat, file a police report, handle it offline. I don't gotta hear a threat to say that. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't gotta hear anything to say, ladies, if somebody threatened you on the internet, these are the steps that you take. Do not bring anybody on live so that if something happened, a motherfucker can hear their voice, hear what they saying, know y'all game. You don't gotta hear a threat to say that.
Hey, Proxy.
Hey, Peach.
How you doing, Bookie?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. So what? Hold on. Can you hear me? Let me turn the water off. So what? In regards to the, what was the? Let me ask you. What was the statement that you said in regards to me, TeaTyme, and Barb? Let's start there first.
I said that Barb was trying to convince you that T was being shady towards you.
Oh, okay. Convince me that T was trying to be shady towards me. Okay, I remember that now. Now, as far as Barb trying to come in between me and TeaTyme's relationship, that never happened. But I remember the night you're talking about now when you're saying that Barb, not Barb, when Barb was telling me that TeaTyme was trying to be shady because there was a whole lot of stuff going on, and pretty much TeaTyme wasn't agreeing with some of the things that I was saying. I don't see it as being shady. I saw it as a difference in opinion. That's just me. So as far as Barb trying to come in between me and TeaTyme's relationship, I wouldn't necessarily say that. So pretty much that's all that was
Hold on,
said.
who said that though?
Um,
Because that's not what I said. I said the part that I said. What I just said to you. That's how I said it. You and TeaTyme didn't have. Yeah, y'all didn't have a relationship that I knew of at that time, so I wouldn't have made that
You
statement.
didn't. I think I know what you're talking about. Was it with the Miss Incredible thing?
Yeah, it was with the
I'm
Mr.
misconstruing the words, okay? That's why I said let me ask you. Maybe I'm misconstruing the words, okay? So that's why I said let me ask you because different words mean different things. Now, as far as you saying, Barb,
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I want to make a point with you real quick.
go ahead, boo.
Even with you talking to Barb, right? And somebody telling you, you still came and asked the source, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean Barb lied to you, right?
No, because that's how she perceived it.
Doesn't mean you
That's
don't
how she
trust what
perceived
Barb
it.
says, right?
Say that again.
That doesn't mean you don't trust what Barb says, right?
No, not at all. No.
But you came to verify for what reason?
Just so I could clear up the misunderstanding if it was said.
Thank you. So what you just did right now, what's wrong with me saying that's the same thing I said yesterday? What you're doing right now, that's exactly what I said yesterday.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but when you have a lot of middle people in the middle telling you what is said, it's about like playing the game of telephone, right? By the time it gets to the right person, it's a whole totally different message than what was said.
My point exactly. Which is why I kept saying verify it for yourself.
So, but as far as like, I'm talking about as far as like the comment that was stated or whatever, I was like, okay, well, no, that's not true. But let me go to the source and ask. You know, let me see before I just start talking, because like I said, I done learned a lot being on the messy side of TikTok. But I just wanted to come and clarify that or whatever. But I remember the night that Proxy is referring to. Yes, that statement was said. But I didn't feel like TeaTyme was being shady towards me. I didn't.
Yeah, so when everything just happened, that was basically, I said that same message on the panel today. It's basically the way that somebody else perceives it to their ears. It may not sound the same as to the person's ears that it's allegedly about. So it's best for you to hear it yourself, because perception is a motherfucker. What I deem as disrespect may not be something that you deem as disrespect. And even the way that it's spit back out, it depends on how that person received it in their ears. So now it's being said I tried to come between, that I said that Barb tried to come between you and T's relationship, when that was never stated at all. But to somebody else, that may be what it sounded like, but that's not what was said.
Right. So that's why I said, let me not repeat the statement again. Let me just ask you what you said. So that way I can go off of that. But I just wanted to come by, ask those questions, and just clear it up to let it be known, like, nah, Barb.
Hold on 1 second, Peach.
Go ahead.
Y'all dropped her. The incident actually happened, right? You know exactly what she talking about, right? The live she talking about. Peach.
Live.
The live that Proxy is referring to, correct?
Yeah, I remember that live. I forgot.
Okay, she don't need to have a clip.
Yeah.
Because we all were there and we all know it happened. The only way she needs to pull up a fucking clip is if somebody said it didn't happen. We all remember it happening. That's the clip she was referring to. It actually did happen. What Proxy is saying is there was two different perceptions of it. Like, you a fucking blogger, so you know that there's a clip. She just said that it happened. I just said that it happened. I remember that live. That was Miss Credible live. So the incident happened. It's just whoever perception.
And then
perception.
But even with that being said, that's another thing. Motherfuckers don't know how to have active listening skills. What I said was, I've been said that Barb is committed to beef. She always thinks that somebody is coming after her and the people around her. And I said that on the video back then when I posted it, is what I said. And if it's any question about why I'm saying it now and I didn't say it back then, I have the video to back up that I did say it back then, is what I said. I wasn't talking back then, but it's a clip of the video and it has, speak my opinion. I don't give a fuck who don't like it.
With the Proxy, you wasn't the only one that had that type of opinion, in perception in regards to Barb. You get what I'm saying? Considering what you guys only seen on the front end, a lot of people would possibly is right. You would have to actually get to know her to know exactly what it is that she's standing for. Sometimes she get it right, sometimes she get it wrong, but she's never above coming back and apologizing if she got it wrong. But that's just the way that I see her. But
what Proxy is saying, Peach, is that she's not saying anything new today. She's saying I've always said this, so this not coming out of left field. This not coming out of just out of thin air. I've said this before and I'll say it again. That's what she's saying.
Bumped heads before in regards to her saying some certain things, because
right. So that's what she's saying. She's saying I've already said this.
Right.
What my sentiments are, I've said it before. So just in case somebody say, "Oh, where this coming from, Proxy?" Proxy saying I've always said this. This ain't the first time. Just like me saying I've always held lives about awareness when protection when we bring a man into the. So it's something that we've always said. So it doesn't matter with the who or the time frame. This is something that you've all, because a lot of people on this app, they wait until they mad at you to say some shit. Just like today, a lot of motherfuckers waited until, oh, now you telling me how you really feel about me. What she said is, I've said this 10 toes down in the past, and I'll say it again today.
Yeah, and it was only brought up is because I was running down, like I said, with Duffy. I gave instances where Duffy did certain things, and this is why I feel the way I feel when it pertains to him. And then I came back on the same side, on the other side with Barb, and I said there have been multiple instances where she thought that it was something that it wasn't, and she was committed to making it a problem. So that is what I know. I'm a person who I track patterns. My brain just works like that. I'ma store it, I'ma file it, I'ma remember it. If you make it a habit, then I'm gonna charge that to your character. Because it's only so many times that it could be a mistake. Eventually it just becomes who you are. So I'm the type of person that I'm gonna track patterns. So what I said was that happens with Barb a lot where she thinks that it's something that it's not. So that's why I brought up that example, because I don't like to just speak out into the air about shit I don't know about. I like to quote specific things that have happened that I have proof of. And that's how I track, and that's how I keep myself responsible too. For when I don't just like to say stuff about people just for the fuck of it. So that's how that came up. It wasn't about her trying to come in between you and T relationship. At that time, I didn't even know of a relationship with
We didn't have one at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We was in the process, of building one. But yeah, no. But that's all I wanted. But one thing I can say is that me and Proxy even done bumped heads before in regards to me getting something wrong, and she'll correct me in the comments and be like, "Nah, Peach, that's not how that went." You know what I'm saying? And then she'll come back and reference it or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's all I want. I want to come up here and hear from the horse's mouth on what was said, clear it up if it was said. But y'all ladies have a lovely day.
You too. I appreciate it.
I'll be
Bye,
out
Peach.
the streets if y'all need me. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all.
What more are we talking about? Corey, what is you talking about? Hey,
He's talking to
I just
himself.
want to say,
Hey, what's going on?
I'm glad that just happened, because Peach walked right into my point of everything that I said yesterday. She walked right into it, and y'all didn't even see it. Y'all missed it. She walked right into my point. She trusts Barb. She trusts the people that told it to her. But she still came and verified exactly what it was before she did anything else. And that was my point. So for anybody that feel like, oh, anything y'all got to say, what you think? She don't trust her friends? She don't trust what came out of somebody else's mouth? But she came over here and got clarity. So y'all don't even realize she just walked right into it. And I'm glad it happened before I got up off this live. Because that's all I was saying yesterday.
see, that's all you needed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in my Zen space before I go out in public. I gotta be like a woman.
I know, because I got to go out in public. I need to. That's why I got ready.
What up, Proxy? How you feeling?
I'm classy right now. I was a little ratchet earlier.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gone because you sound like you about to start your shit.
No, I ain't starting shit. I'm just tired.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. Hey, Confident.
Hey, Daddy.
How you feeling?
Amazing.
That's good.
I ain't in
That's
this
good.
shit. I
No,
feel good. My
facts.
blood pressure low. I feel relaxed. I feel great.
No, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
All right, bye, y'all. I gotta go prepare
Bye,
myself.
little
All
lamb.
right, be easy.
How you feeling, Daddy?
Now, what you
I
said,
said,
Confident? You
I
said
said, how
confident?
you?
You said confident? 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 You said
What is
confident? You
that?
said confident? You said confident?
What the fuck?
That was so weird. I said, how are you?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you was fucking glitching. Are you
Oh,
AI?
nah, you wildin'.
AI done got into you. You been playing that game. See, that's what I be talking about.
Nah, I figured it was me, so I had to unplug it and plug back in. I don't know. Sometimes my mic does that. I don't know why. But nah, I'm good. All confident. We all good. That was my phone. Nah, yeah, that was me.
Too much.
I missed the 2 seconds that just happened, like before Shorty dropped. No, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I got a phone call, so I stopped listening for a second.
You talking about what we was talking about earlier? What Peach was just talking about?
Yeah, and then she had dropped. No, I mean that shit went left.
No, Peach didn't go left. It went left. You know me. You know you've been always knowing me, OC. If I see something, I say something, right? If I see something that a conversation needs to be had, I'm gonna have it, right?
Yeah.
So we had a live yesterday because there was an incident that happened between a creator and another creator where the male creator threatened the female creator. The female creator did not hear the threat. She was told by another creator that the person threatened her. The threat was that she was told was, I'm gonna show you. Okay, I'm gonna show you who I am. In that, she called her cousin on live and told her cousin that she was threatened by somebody on the internet. Talked to the person on live about the threat. Then, after they got off the phone, said, I just orchestrated an ass whooping for you. I personally think that that's dangerous.
That's crazy.
Go about it and I held a live saying and ladies, if we are in that situation where we feel like we threatened by somebody, first thing to do is verify the threat, because come to find out the threat wasn't even what she was told. I'm gonna get you. The threat was, you gonna die coming for me. If you come for me, you gonna die trying to come for me. If that's still a threat, that's still a threat for her, whatever. But the context of the threat, she didn't know. She didn't know exactly what the threat was, what the threat entailed. And my thing was, just like everybody said to me, why did I cover it before I heard the threat? Why the fuck did she hear the threat? Why y'all telling me to verify the threat when the motherfucker that was supposed to got threat didn't have to verify the threat? If I was supposed to verify the motherfucking threat, shouldn't she have to be the one to verify the threat if it was going to affect her in real life?
True, sir. Yeah.
So basically, I wasn't addressing the threat. What I'm addressing is we gonna have 50 million threats on this internet. Let's figure out what we do when we get threatened. How do we handle that shit? And what I said is, one thing I'm not finna do is call any man in my life on the motherfucking internet so they can hear the voice of that person, know the moves of that person, or be able to come after that person if anything was to go down. So I guess they have a problem with that and saying I'm invalidating her being threatened, and she can call whoever she want whenever they want, and I got a problem with her. I have an issue with her, and I'm like, how the fuck is me saying handle this shit off the internet, me having a problem with anybody?
Hey, yo, people on this interweb gonna have a problem with everything, yo.
I know.
Real talk.
I know.
I learned that shit after this meet and greet. People gonna have issues with everything. You could try to do shit the right way, and people still gonna have an issue. So, at the end of the day, fuck it.
I already knew that people was gonna have a problem with it. It's just funny to me how people try to spin that shit, and then her own friend just walked into exactly what I was just saying.
No, that's a fact.
Exactly what I was just saying. Because she even said, she was like, I don't think $2 will lie to her. I didn't say $2 lied. Just verify it. I think she was carried. Even $2 didn't tell her what the threat was. Even the $2 had the threat wrong.
Welcome
He didn't say,
back,
I'm going to show you. He said, I'm going to show y'all people who I am. That's what he said.
So I came back to be messier and played a clip because I just found it. And This is how she is. This is how she's been. That's what I'm saying. So this is not a new thing. This is a pattern. It's a habit. So hold on.
Cap on this shit, bro. When you left, I called cap on this shit, bro. When you left, baby, that same energy was not that energy. I just gotta learn how to screen record.
No, because it was already being said in the chat anyways. Oh, she don't like her recaps.
But TeaTyme was on your panel during your recap of the Heartbreaker Black Chicago situation. She had no problem with it.
Oh, but when your name get mentioned on other people's pages, so we just want to call you over here so you can, you know what I'm saying, tell your side of the story. He just telling his side of the story. Baby, I don't give a fuck about a recap about a nigga that I ain't thought about.
But
obviously, y'all don't thought about that nigga.
Yeah, I understand what you saying, but I don't like the fact that she brought you to her panel and be like, hello, hey, you doing a great job. Y'all follow her, good job, do this. And then, bitch, you had this set up. Cause
telling a story that happened on Slim Line, because we were talking about women we dated. Somebody brought the story up, which I never heard the story. Today my first day hearing the story. Somebody brought the story up, and Mr. Cutler was telling his side.
That's
What's
fine,
the
Peach.
purpose?
That is fine. But my thing is, you're being nice to these bitches. These bitches not being nice to you. Why do you
But see, that's
continue
the
to be
thing, though, but
nice?
I don't give a fuck about these bitches not being nice to me. Cause one thing about it, two things for sure, whatever they try to throw at me, baby, guess what? I'm ducking and dodging all that shit, bitch. Period, point blank. I ain't got no problem with none of y'all hoes. Never will have a problem with any of y'all hoes because at the end of the day, it is what it is. But baby, one thing about it, two things for sure, baby, just know I'm here for the long haul, baby. I'm here for the long haul.
I'm
I walk
gonna
in
try
all
to.
my truths. I walk in all my truths.
It
That's
ain't
just
about
what my
will be
story
your
to
truth.
really
I know,
tell.
Peach.
It's
It's
what she
about these
tell.
hoes trying to underhand you. That's what I'm saying. Like these hoes ain't your friend. You are so nice to them. You are, and I know that being a bitch to them is not the way to go. But these hoes be calling. Oh, she's so
Nice
nice.
nasty. They be fake nice
You
nasty.
turn around. You don't know how many knives you got in your back. That's why I be like, okay, bitch.
No,
All right,
trust me,
bitch.
I do.
So, yeah. So this is just how Barb is. She's just at first she, she wasn't in it herself. Peach was like basically they were sharing the show, but Peach was normally in like people who they would reach out to her or like go after her first. So Barb didn't have it happen to her, but she is just that type of person. That's just how she is. Even when you try to explain things through, even when I was in the comments saying like, no, that's not how that happened. That is not how that went. They still didn't give a fuck. She was still adamant about it being a problem because she's the type of bitch that want to.
You already started.
Oh,
Continue.
bye.
It doesn't matter if it's old or not, Leola. They asked her to play it. But yes, it's old. We know it's old. It's when Mr. Incredible was in my life. That's why I hate when y'all be like, play the clip, and then you play the clip. Oh, this is old. What the fuck y'all want to hear the clip for then?
It ain't Leola's. You know, she's slow. She got a little turkey
Don't
neck.
they don't call her, so don't do that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
say
about.
this right, and I wish Proxy was here. Um, in a life in certain areas, it's
Wait, let
bust
me ask you a
first.
question, cause Bun Bun with her slow ass. Yep, I said slow. Went up in Barb Live yesterday talking about
I
I
seen it.
brought up
I seen it.
Miami. You see, did I
I
do
seen it.
that?
No, no,
Who
no,
brought up
you didn't.
Miami yesterday?
I think it was me.
You the one who referred to Miami.
Yeah,
I ain't
because
say nothing about it's just
I
a
say that's
Miami
how
thing.
we I say that's how we move or
Thank you.
whatever. So my thing about it, I don't think she processed information slow or anything like that. Is if I feel like you're a threat, I'm coming at you. I don't care what it is. It is what it is. Y'all gotta understand. Some people move the way on this app that they would move in the real world.
Okay, and it's
And
dangerous.
a lot of people don't realize that they will
Okay,
move
so was
exactly,
Duffy moving on this app like he was moving the real world when he said
possibly
you gonna
so.
die? You gonna die for coming? If you come after me, you gonna die.
Yes, I feel he will stand on business, and so that's why I don't. When a person
So you
listen,
gonna call your homeboy on live and conspiracy and so you gonna call your homeboy while you on live and be like, we finna go pull up on this nigga?
I ain't gonna say all that, but I
That's
done
my
did.
point.
I done told my little nephew, hey, I need X, Y, and Z. Boy,
On the internet,
yeah,
and you a goofy.
I ain't a goofy. It
If
is
it's
what it
anything
is. They
illegal,
don't know what
you
I
a
meant it
goofy.
for.
Big
That's what
goofy.
They
I'm.
don't know
Okay.
what I meant it for, but
If you do
listen,
anything that they could put your nephew in jail, nigga, you a goofy.
they don't know who it is though.
You think? See, that's the dumb shit.
I
Big
got
That's
goofy.
dumb
multiple
shit.
nephews.
That's that dumb shit.
I got multiple
It
nephews.
don't matter. So if something go down, they can track your phone, the number, find out the number, hear the voice. Oh, that's him. Don't y'all watch First 48?
I don't call people like what it don't be how y'all think it be. I'm
That's my
sorry.
point.
Yeah. I don't move, but I still cover my tracks in ways, T.
But what no tracks covered? The only
I
track that
cover
was
your
covered was the
mama
next
slow.
day when she said, I didn't call the real person. So what, he a decoy?
Your mama slow, you dyke looking bitch.
Goodbye. You can't do that over here. You know better. Don't get my fucking page.
Nah, that's a big goofy right there.
That's goofy. That like why the fuck? I told him.